next to me, tipping my soul, I get wings. It's true love, and I would never let go. It feels so good to my soul. For you, I'll always unfold. Promise to never be apart. Forever you're in my heart. I swear to God on my heart.
What's up, YouTube?
It's your boy Tyus the Flights.
And it's your girl Raina. And we are back with another Blue.
Alright, you guys, so today we are doing a mukbang. We went to our Instagrams to see what you guys wanted us to eat while we were doing our mukbang. A lot of people were saying the new Wingstop sandwiches. Unfortunately, Wingstop didn't have any more sandwiches and we were already there, so we said, man, fuck it. We super hungry. We haven't ate all day because we've been waiting to eat for the mukbang. So you guys can get our real reaction with the sandwiches. But like I said, unfortunately, they didn't have the sandwiches, so we just said, we already here, we're gonna get some wings, and we're gonna try to do another mukbang later. You guys also wanted us to do it with the
fufu, the African food.
Yeah, with the African food. And we were gonna try that today too, but I was just too hungry, and I didn't want to get something that I might not like, and then be super hungry and irritated because we done spent money on something that I don't like. So I said, this time around, we're gonna do Wingstop, and next time we'll try the fufu. So we also took to Instagram to see what are some of the topics that you guys wanted us to address in this mukbang. You guys actually were giving some pretty good topics this time around. So yeah, let's get right on into it. So a lot of people was asking, how do we get into like the internet and taking pictures, doing influencing, YouTube? For myself, being known from the internet started when I was like in high school. I've always been super popular, and I've always been like Facebook famous or whatever they used to call it. And I actually my pictures used to go viral a lot of times, and a lot of people used to use my pictures to like catfish and stuff. I always thought I was gonna end up on like the TV show Catfish. It was actually on my bucket list too, but I remember one time too, this person who was using my pictures had messaged me on Instagram, and it was like a profile in my DM, and I'm looking at the profile and it's my picture on the profile picture, and I'm like, who the fuck is this? So I open up the message and it's like, bro, I'm not even gonna lie, I've been using your pictures to catfish. Can you send me a picture of you holding a spoon? And I said, God damn, this shit is crazy. But yeah, my being on the internet I've been on the internet for a while, doing stuff like that since like high school. But I think our influencing together came about, I think our big like first moment was probably my 21st birthday when we went to LA, right?
With the red fur.
Yeah, with the red fur. And I really think that was one of our like biggest
breaks on the internet.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of our most iconic looks too. Like that was a very memorable look. It was one of our most replicated looks too. A lot of people like started trying to dress like that and stuff like that. For our day one supporters, you know exactly what picture I'm talking about. But it was our first picture that we have ever posted together. And it was my 21st birthday. We was in LA. Because it was my 21st birthday, I was just going all out. I mean, I was Versace'd out. I had on this rock star outfit, cheetah print. I mean, it was a whole lot going on, but it was an iconic look. And it had the fur on the collar, and then I ended up styling her to match me. So I had on like these accents of red all through my outfit. My shoes was red, and so I styled her in all red. So she just looked super good next to me. And yeah, I remember how much of an influence that picture had on the internet too, because wasn't nobody wearing them chain reactions like that. And Versace chain reaction shoes, people wasn't wearing them like that. And when I got them, and I got the most crazy looking ones, the most expensive ones, they was red with this pony hair. I had to pay extra for the pony hair with the cheetah print. It was a very iconic look, and people still mention that to this day. But we ended up taking pictures that day,
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm hungry. I ate all day. I've been quiet this whole time,
We've been,
but I'm hungry.
we took pictures in those outfits, and the look was just so fly to me that I was like, we have to post this picture. And prior to that, excuse me, y'all. I don't know how people do these mukbang things because I'll just be wanting to tear this shit up and talk later. But we ended up posting that picture, and prior to that, nobody knew we was together. Nobody knew we was dating unless you was in our immediate circle and you just knew us personally. So that was like our first announcement of like we're a couple and stuff like that. We had been dating for some months, but that was like our first like announcing it to the world. And I think that's the first time we realized our impact that we had and the influence that we had, because when we posted that picture, it got over like 1,000 likes. It was getting shared by everybody. Everybody was commenting on it. It was just like a big moment. And because that picture was going so crazy on the internet, I had posted a discount code for my Prolific Lenses website, and I ended up selling out. I ended up
I don't
selling.
think that was a picture.
It was that picture because I remember selling, the discount code was like my birthday code, and people was purchasing with that birthday code, and we sold out, and we ended up staying a whole nother day in LA because we was feeling ourselves. We had made all that money in one day off of them glasses. We ended up even staying an extra night in LA. So that just goes to show the influence. And once we realized that influence, really the rest is history after that. I think our second most memorable look was when we went to the Stephen G concert. We was murdered out, all black everything. I had on this $500 Rockstar jacket that I wore one time for that night, and that's it. With them black, remember them black pants? They had all them crisscross things on them.
With the chains.
With the chains and all of that. With the black Balenciagas. That's when the black Balenciagas at first came out. Yeah, I styled her again, all black to match me. She had on them Prolific Lenses.
With the diamonds.
With the diamonds. I wouldn't have you wear them now, but during that time, that was fly.
I found a thigh bite.
Really? Also during that time, we also was able to see our influence again, because when we posted that picture, again, I hadn't sold them glasses yet. That was just like the first look to those glasses. And once we posted that picture and everybody seen you in them, everybody was asking, and I ended up getting them in every color. Remember, I got them in pink and gold, and they sold out so quick because of that picture. And like I said, still to this day, like Mid had mentioned to me one of the last times I had talked to him, he was like, Cuddy, the first time I ever even seen you and Raina was at that Stephen G concert, and y'all just walked in like, y'all was just like celebrities or something. Like y'all just walking through the crowd, all black. She had glasses on, you had glasses on, and y'all was flies. He was like, that was the first time I ever met you. I was asking everybody like, bro, who is that? Like everybody was like, oh, that's Ty, that's the flyest nigga in the city. He's just like, that's my first time seeing you. He's like, I still remember that shit. So just things like that, it made us realize our impact.
It's little moments.
Yeah, them different memories and just different moments that we had that made us be aware of our impact and our influence that we had. And like I said, after that, the rest was just history. We just started popping out all the time, couple photo shoots, and then fast forward to last year, we started YouTube because everybody was just like, y'all gotta do YouTube, y'all gotta do YouTube. And yeah, man, the rest is history after that. But that's basically how we got our start. And I think we're doing so well in it is because we're just so organic. You know what I'm saying? We're just us, and we're humble. When we see our supporters out in public and stuff, like we never are like snooty or act like we too good or anything like that. And I think people just resonate with realness, you know? Well, some people resonate with realness. Some people like
can't stand it.
Yeah, some people like that fake shit, but I think the majority of the people, they like that our love is real and that we're really flying. We really live like this.
You see
and really,
me, I'm organic. I'm in this video tearing these motherfucking wings up.
Right. Not acting like you too cute to eat a wing and stuff like that. And I think that's why people just love us. You know what I'm saying? Another question, a lot. This question actually comes up a lot. It's like our goals for the future and stuff like that. But that's a good question to ask right now too, because we actually have a lot of stuff coming up, a lot of stuff that we're planning for, and I feel like we're really, really in a good place in life right now. and I'm really excited to be in the space that we're in. One of my goals is a business that I'm trying to start up. It's one of my dreams, an extreme passion of mine, something that I feel like is long overdue, something I feel like a lot of people ask me about, and a lot of people feel like I should have been had this done. But I just feel like I'm in a place now where I can fully devote my time into something that
there's
I'm
the right time.
passionate.
There's right timing for everything.
Right. It's all in our live timing, and I feel like before I wouldn't have been able to give my all to this, and I feel like right now my life has calmed down a little bit more, and I could dedicate more time to this because I'm super passionate about it. And that's why I really haven't done it, because I really wanted to. I know that when I do it, I want to do it like the right way. I'm a marketing genius, so the marketing got to be right, the quality got to be, everything just got to be right for me. And I like to stand out, and I like to make a statement, just like I did with Prolific Lenses. Like that, my rollout for Prolific Lenses, I really influenced a lot of people with their marketing too during that time. Like when I did Prolific Lenses, that like turned up the notch for people to like get their shit together when it came to marketing. Because most of the time, people who was having businesses, they were just posting their products on Facebook and trying to sell them. But I turned up that marketing, and a lot of people still to this day be like, that Prolific Lenses video, I thought it was a rap video shoot, like, and that's what I like to do. I like to make a statement. I like to leave a impression on people, So I'm excited about that. And you got a lot of things coming up too, right?
Yeah, I do. I'm going back to school. We're gonna get that out the way, and then after that, the ball will be rolling all the way. I'm going to school for a manicurist. I want to start doing nails.
Which I think you'll be super dope at, because I think anybody who knows Brenda knows that she's super, super creative. And right now she's, what would you call yourself, like a maker?
Yeah.
And she's super skilled with her hands. So like, I feel like doing nails and feet. And then she's also has marketed herself to being this beauty symbol. So I think it just goes hand in hand with who she is and what she's capable of. And I think people are gonna like to come to you to get their nails done and stuff because
it's me.
Because it's you, and people like you, and people say, "Oh, she's pretty." And if I'm gonna get beautified, I'm gonna go to this beauty symbol here, So I'm excited about that. And I think one of the major goals that I'm super excited, I think we're both excited about, is we're about to hit our monetization mark for YouTube. So that means we're gonna start getting checks from YouTube. And I mean, that's just big. Like, that's crazy. In such a short amount of time, we was able to accomplish that, and that's just great, man. That's, like I say, man, like we always say, we couldn't have done it without y'all. So we like literally right there. We have everything checked. There's just one thing that we need to check, and I think after maybe 2 more videos, we're definitely gonna start monetizing off YouTube. And I'm super excited about that.
Me too. I need my coin.
All right, and I feel like once we start monetizing off YouTube and we start seeing them checks come in, whether they small, because I'm sure the ones in the beginning are going to be probably a little bit smaller, you know what I mean? It's not going to be a crazy amount of money right off the top, but I think just seeing a check from YouTube is going to turn up that hustle, and it's like, bro, we got this. Like, if we got this amount off of 2 videos, we got to put 10 up, you know what I mean? And see what we could do. So I'm super excited about that. And I think another thing that's super exciting right now that we're accomplishing is we're about to move.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm super excited about that. Like, I just feel like every year we get better. We continue to grow. Every year, I'm more and more successful in entrepreneurship, and I accomplish more things. And I feel like 2023 is about to be a very, very good year for us. Like, I really, really feel like it's going to be a pivotal moment in our life. Like, when we moved here, we've been here for about a year. That was a pivotal moment. Like, I started making a different amount of money in entrepreneurship. And and I'm just not I like change, and I like growing and constantly elevating and growing and becoming better, and I feel like for this past year, we kind of just been stagnant. We've been comfortable where we're at, and not that we're in a bad spot or nothing, because I think there's a lot of people out there who would probably like to be in the position that we're in right now. But I think I'm the kind of person.
It's just not enough for us.
Right. I think we're the type of people who aspire way more. Like, a lot of people would like to afford an apartment like this, but you know, and it's nice and it's you know, it's better than what we, you know, we came a long way. We both from the hood, you know, but I think we aspire for the big mansion and shit like that, you know. So every year I just turn it up more and more. Every year she get better, and you know, now we got a new baby, and I think that's what really just turned my hustle up, because I feel like in that state of being stagnant and being comfortable for so long, when Omari was born, I'm just like, yo, I gotta turn this shit up. I want my baby, when he turned 18, he gotta be walking into $1 million, a couple $1 million, you know, like I gotta set this foundation up for him. And I think 2023 is just about, we about to turn it up. So if you mad right now, buckle your motherfucking seatbelt, but yeah, I think the main goal is just growth, just ultimate growth and elevation. My dad always tells me this quote. I can't remember if it's from Muhammad Ali or Mike Tyson. I'm pretty sure it's Muhammad Ali, but the quote is, a man that views the world the same at 50 than he did at 20 has lost 30 years of their life. And I feel like that's super, super like true, because if you doing the same shit you were doing at 20 while you 50, and if you in the same spot you was when you was 20, you thinking the same, you acting the same, you know what I mean? You lost all them years of your life. This precious amount of time that Allah has given us. You ain't did nothing with it, you know? So I'm big on just every year and just every time, all the time that Allah gives me, maximizing it and just, you know, appreciating it and taking it as a blessing, because it is a blessing. Because I feel like, shit, you here today, going tomorrow. You gotta, you know, make this time valuable, especially
Make it do what it do.
Especially having kids, because even after my time is gone, I pass my baton to my son, and he keep going, you know. So having a child immortalizes yourself. So I gotta make this time valuable. So I think the ultimate, and I think one thing y'all gonna realize about me, because I'm such an intellect, I could go on tangents all day. I don't even remember what the question is. You know who I get that from?
Yes, I know.
Who?
Your dad.
Yeah, like we be talking about one thing and it just go to a whole nother thing. But that's definitely on the topic of
goals in the future.
On the goals in the future. That's some of the things that we're trying to accomplish and that we're gonna accomplish. Now, this is also a big topic that people want us to talk about, which is mental health and coping with anxiety and stuff like that. I'm not too much of an expert when it comes to mental health or coping with anxiety or anything like that. I'm not a doctor. I do see that it's a serious issue in our society today, like for sure. And I think it's gotten to an all-time high, you know. Like I don't remember growing up and seeing so many
people, like
so many mentally,
suicides and
like,
over. Yeah,
it's like becoming worse and worse, you know. So I do see that, and I mean I don't really know what to say to give anybody advice on that, because thank God, unfortunately, I don't suffer from mental health or any anxiety or anything like that. But I do have a universal remedy that I give people dealing with any type of sickness or like any type of just life situations, whether it be stress, anxiety, any type of mental health things. I'm just very, very big on believing in most of this shit is mind over matter. And I just think that
100%.
you have to be strong mentally to be able to cope with this. I don't really believe in all these different medications that they give people to cope with anxiety and depression and all of that, and you know, all these different medicines that they prescribe.
That's killing you.
Right, and a lot of these things that they prescribe they have so many different side effects. You know what I mean? It's supposed to help with this, but then it triggers this, you know? And I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like the best remedy that I just give everybody in life is to just be living right. And that's something that I learned from my father. He really instilled that in me, is that you have to be right in 3 aspects of your life. And if one is missing, you ain't living right. You gotta be living right in all 3 different aspects, and that's mentally, physically, and spiritually. And you know, spiritually pertaining to whoever your higher power is, like, you know, for me that's Allah, and just becoming one with Allah. And I mean, whatever your religious belief is and whoever your higher power is, You need to become closer to that, higher power. And because that's where you're going to be able to get your faith from, And then when you're talking about physically and mentally you have to become one with your mental, state. You have to be able to realize and understand that you have the ability to control that. You have the ability.
You gotta sit there and look in the mirror and be like,
you have the ability to choose what the outcome is going to be.
You have control over that.
And honestly, I really believe a lot of the reason why a lot of people are suffering from all these different things is that physical aspect. You're not putting the right shit into your body. You're not exercising. You're not healthy. So we're eating all these different things, these chicken wings that are, injected with shit. We're eating these potatoes. We eating these sodas. We drinking, you know what I mean? We're putting all these different things in our body that's poisoning us. And those poisons are having chemical reactions within our body that has our hormones and our emotions and our mental state going crazy. Mm-hmm. You wonder why you have anxiety out of nowhere. You wonder why you're depressed for nothing. You wonder why your face is breaking out. You got all these pimples and everything like that. It's all because of what we're consuming and putting in our body. So I think that physical aspect is a huge part of why people aren't healthy mentally and physically. You know what I mean? You have to be putting the right things in your body. You can't go without vegetables and fruits and, all the different things that water. Like, we're not drinking water, and then you're drinking purified water. You're not drinking alkaline or spring water. You're drinking these purified bottled waters. There's just so many different things, and I feel like that's a huge, I think one of the biggest things right now is that weed.
Oh, yeah.
People are on that weed bad.
Yeah.
Like,
because
that weed is like the new crackheads.
Weed is like, yeah. The weed now is not grown from like the ground how they used to.
They do be growing it, but
it's the chemicals that they're putting in.
They
this
put
stuff.
all type of chemicals in that shit, and you're smoking them chemicals. It's not natural anymore. You're having all this. You got all the different strains of weed. They got all the different names and shit, and everybody's excuse is always, it's a plant. It's a plant with all type of chemicals on it. You know what I mean? All of that, all the stuff that we put in our body, it has a reaction. You don't just put all these different things and it don't have a reaction. If you put the healthy things in your body, it's gonna have a positive reaction rather than
a negative
reaction. So my advice and my universal remedy, like I say, when it comes to dealing with this crazy ass thing we call life, is just living right. You gotta be living right mentally, physically, and spiritually. You have to be proficient in all three aspects of that. And I'm telling you, when you getting up every morning and you going to the gym, you coming home having a healthy breakfast, you're becoming one with Allah, you believe, trust, and have faith in Allah, and you continuously acquiring more and more knowledge. You constantly are being a student. Because see, a lot of times people in life too, they think they know it all. They hate to be a student. They hate to learn. They hate to hear somebody else teach. And you have to be a student. And that's another thing that my father really instilled in me. Like, you don't know it all. You don't know it all. You always got to be a student. No matter how intelligent you think you are, you don't know everything. So, I don't know. That's how I deal with that. Mentally, I'm just always acquiring new knowledge. I'm constantly elevating and growing. Physically, I don't eat the best, but I do go to the gym. I do eat as healthy as I can. Well, not that I can, but I try to eat more healthy. And spiritually, I'm in tune with Allah. And Allah and I are one. So, you just have to, that's the advice that I would give. I don't know if that'll help somebody. I hope that it does. I know that it's helped me overcome a lot of different things that life has thrown at me. I know for you, I've instilled that in you, and it's then helped you and a lot of other people that are around me. I preach that to them as well, and I think it helps other people as well. So hopefully that can help somebody deal with the anxiety. I know it's easier said than done, but it's really one of those things that's mind over matter. You just have to do it. You have to understand it. You have to believe it, and I think that is the first step in overcoming a lot of the different obstacles, because life is hard. This shit don't come with instructions.
It doesn't.
And it's constantly something, always, you know.
Something new every day.
It's always something, and you gotta have lizard skin, thick skin to cope with this, you know.
Somebody also asked how to start new and just go with it.
I think starting new is something that I just love to do.
Yeah.
A lot of people are scared to change.
A lot of people are scared to take that risk and that. And it's just like, if you don't take the risk, you'll never know.
Right.
So just take it, you know? Whether it's good or bad.
Whatever the outcome is, at least you can say you tried.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
And one thing about me, I'm not afraid to fail, but that's because I'm an entrepreneur. And anybody who is trying to get into the career of being an entrepreneur, you have to be willing to fail. I love failing. I love it. Because failing means that, I read this quote, it said, basically saying like, I didn't fail, I just learned 10,000 times, you know? I figured out another reason that doesn't work, you know? So I love to fail because that's a learning opportunity. And so when it comes to starting new, you just gotta go for it. You can't live your life in fear. You can't be afraid of the unknown. And I think that's one of the biggest things that holds a lot of people back is just that fear of the unknown. You don't know what's gonna happen.
It holds them back from their full potential.
It sure does. So how to start new, you just gotta go with it. You gotta go with it, and you gotta believe in yourself. And you gotta believe in yourself regardless if anybody else believes in you. Because there's gonna be a lot of different things that people try to scare you, and that's because they don't believe in their goddamn self.
Who cares what anybody says? If they don't believe in you, who cares? As long as you believe in yourself. And that's what really matters. So another question that we got was on how to start a business.
That kind of goes hand in hand with the last question. You just got to go for it. A lot of people have these business plans and these business ideas,
but never do it.
But they never do it. They talk about it for years and years and years. And the more you talk about it, one day you're gonna wake up and realize a year has passed, 2 years have passed, 5 years have passed, and you still ain't did what you wanted to do. I think what's worth way more than money is time. That's the most valuable thing in life is time. Like, and I feel like a lot of people is chasing the money. And I feel like they chasing the wrong thing. Like, I don't chase the money. I chase the freedom that comes with having money. You know what I mean? So, how did I get to that from how to start a business? I don't know, but like I said, I be going off on tangents. But
yeah, he does.
When it comes to starting a business, you just gotta go for it. That's the best advice that I could give. You just have to go with it. You gotta be willing to fail. You can't be timid. You just gotta go for it. You gotta be confident. Being an entrepreneur is equivalent
not even
to
an entrepreneur, doing anything.
Period. But she asked about a business. But
yeah, doing anything.
You just gotta go for it. You got to. One of the main things that we're always asked about is relationship advice. And I think we really have kind of became...
So relationship advice. So from the beginning till now, it's been a huge like...
learning experience.
Yeah, like where we came from to how we act with each other now.
It's growth. And I think, like I said, it's a learning experience. And I think in order to be in a successful relationship, you have to be willing to learn. And that goes back to what I was talking about earlier in life, period. You have to constantly be willing to be a student. You have to learn your partner. You got to understand your partner, the ins and outs of them. A lot of people are in relationships for sex, relationships for money, and they're not in a relationship for the real things that come with it, you know? And they don't have none of the things that really matter. Yeah, you can have good sex. That's easy to come by. You can have somebody with money. That's easy to come by. But do you have what really matters? That's loyalty, that's the respect, that's all of those things that really matter. And when you have, communication is a big one. And when you have those things, the things that really matter,
don't matter.
All the little arguments and everything like that. See, people who are in relationships and they fall out over the littlest things because the nigga left his toilet seat up. Now they fighting, now they broke up, now they don't want to be together. That's because they don't have what really matters. So they don't have nothing to lose. See, when you have what really matters, that don't come a dime a dozen. So, like when we get into it and stuff, right? Because no relationship is perfect. Of course we get into it.
All the time.
All the time. But we have what really matters. So it keeps us grounded. We done built this.
It keeps us balanced. Like I balance him out, he balances me.
And it's balanced because we built it on a strong foundation. of loyalty, respect. So we respect each other enough to where it don't get taken too far. We are loyal, so it's like you're not just a regular bitch to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like shit. She the mother of my child, and she loyal. She got that loyal. I can't find a girl that's just going. Not every girl is loyal. Not every man is loyal, and that's a big one. You know. So when you have,
I think it's more hard for men to be loyal than women.
For sure.
So for a man to be loyal,
it's not hard. It just takes maturity, and a lot of men are not mature. And you see, like a lot of women, they go out and niggas ain't shit, and all men cheat and all that. No, all the men you choose cheat. All the niggas that you choose ain't shit. Because, and there's niggas that do the right shit. But a lot of women, they go after the same type of guy.
And expect different results.
And you're doing the same thing expecting different results, and that's the definition of insanity. It's not going to change. They think because, okay, I'm over this nigga, I'm going to go be with this man. This is the same kind of man, though. Same man, just a different face. So you keep repeating this pattern. You ain't going to get a different type of cat. You leaving him and going to the nigga up the street. And he's going to do the same thing. And that's why you're in this constant, never in this cycle of dudes doing you wrong. And that's why you feel like niggas ain't shit. The niggas you going after ain't shit. You know what I mean? So, but I think a big part, like I was saying, is knowing your partner, the ins and outs of them. And I think learning your partner and knowing their past traumas, knowing what they come with, understanding what they come with, because a lot of men too, it's like, oh, women are just crazy, or she always got an attitude, she always got to figure out why she got an attitude, figure out why she comes with that, figure out, oh, I said this and she got mad, that's something little, it's little to you, but you don't know what's behind that. You don't know what this woman has been through because you ain't try to figure out what this woman has been through. You don't know how to properly deal with her because you don't know her. You know what her pussy feel like. You know how her head game is, but you don't know her. And a lot of men these days, they don't care to get to know. They don't care. So, but real niggas still exist. I'm living proof. You feel me? But what do you think is probably like the biggest piece of advice that we could give when it pertains to having a successful, healthy relationship?
Communication. Communication is key.
I definitely think that. And that's kind of cliche to say. Everybody says that, but it's really, really true.
Like you said, it's easier said than done.
Yeah, but I would definitely agree that communication is one of the biggest keys in having a successful, long-lasting.
But actually having communication, though.
Yeah, like
not just saying it, actually doing it.
You actually have to, like, when we get into it, I'm like, okay, so tell me what was wrong, so that I understand. So moving forward, because I think over the years too, like in the beginning, we were a lot of bickering and stuff, especially moving in together. Because that's when you really know your partner. You really get to see them for who they really are, good, bad, and ugly. So I think in the beginning it was a lot of bickering and stuff like that, but we communicate. So in that you're able to learn me and I'm able to learn you. So moving forward, you're not gonna do some shit that upset me. I'm not gonna do something that upsets you. And I just think that's just how it works in a relationship.
For sure.
With all that being said, I think the keys of a happy relationship is communication, loyalty, respect, being understanding, and having good sex. Having good sex allows you to be, and keeping that flame alive. You gotta keep, the last thing you want to do in a relationship is get bored with your partner. Because that's why a lot of people go out and cheat. You gotta be spontaneous, you gotta be open-minded, you gotta, and I feel like a lot of people are selfish too. Like a lot of people are selfish, so it ain't about how you feel. It's about how I feel. You know what I mean? A lot of people ain't willing to put their selfish needs, wants, desires, and way of thinking to the side to now insert this other person's feelings and how they feel. And I think people just really don't understand what a relationship is.
I don't think so either.
They don't understand what comes with it. So when they
And that's why I feel like a lot of people always ask us that question, because they're like, how are you guys still afloat? Like,
yeah.
Because even the strongest relationships, as you can tell, recently all the celebrities that are breaking up and all of this craziness is going on. Lil Durk cheating on India, like that was like one of the other relationships that everybody looked up to. Lil Durk in India, like, and even he went and had out and had a baby on her. Like,
and people be like, oh, he got money. That's just what they do. But you don't have to do that.
You don't have. My thing is that's my thing with people nowadays too. Is the society nowadays wants to make it okay for men that have money. Oh, he has money, he takes care of home, he does this, he does that, so he could go do what he wants. No.
Nah.
Absolutely not.
That ain't right.
No, not right at all. He got some money, but he can't go out and cheat and have a kid on me as long as he takes care of home. Absolutely not. We're not doing that. But the society nowadays is trying to make that okay. A man that has money, he could do what he wants. As long as he takes care of me, and I don't care. No,
they gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, no, they're
not. Why do you expect that? You putting that expectation. You having that low. You setting a low bar for yourself.
The reason why these men do is because you guys allow it.
See, a nigga only gonna do what you allow them to do.
100%.
A lot of these dudes, they do what they do because women allow it. They're weak for these men. They're weak for their money. They're weak for their penis, dick drunk, shit like that. So they allow these niggas to do whatever they want. Whatever, like, no, that's not okay.
If
you don't got respect for yourself, if you ain't setting this standard for yourself, what makes you think a man is gonna come in and respect you?
He's just, no.
You know, and you giving him chance after chance after chance after chance.
And he's gonna keep doing. Okay, I'm gonna go out tonight. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm pick shawty at the club. It's good. My girl at home, she won't take me back. It's all right. I got money. I'm gonna give her 10 bands. She's gonna be fine. Right. No, that's not okay. Money is not okay.
And then I think another thing too, because of how men have constantly done women over the years, women are starting to take on those immaturity ways that men had. So now everybody want to be a hot girl, city girl. What man gonna respect you like that? You want to be a hot girl, city girl. You want to get a nigga for his money. You want to do all that. Okay, I'll give you some money. Money ain't shit. You giving me some sex, I'm giving you money, and we gonna keep. There's no respect there because you done put this bar down low. You want to be a city girl. You want to just mess with different dudes. And if that's what you really, really want, then do that. But you can't do that and want a healthy relationship too. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You're going to be a city girl, you're going to be a wife. What you want? So, that's a little bit of relationship advice that I would give. I hope that's some good advice. I know we keep going off on tangents and stuff like that. And then the last thing people want us to touch on is parenting and having a new baby. So that's actually a question that I wanted to ask you. Like, how does it feel? Because for so long you've been a mother of one. How does it feel to now you got another little?
For me, since I've already had a child before, it's not that. Yeah, it's not that
different.
Yeah,
no. Do you feel like it was hard for you to adjust back into being a mama to a newborn, or
no?
It just came naturally to you.
Naturally.
Y'all, she is so good when it comes to being a mother. Like, I really, really had to give her props because a few weeks ago she was sick, so I had to do all the changing and bathing and soothing and trying to nurture this baby, and it's a lot. And it gave me, during that week of you being sick, it really gave me a newfound respect.
And a new outlook on actually being a mom.
On single mothers. Women are amazing. Women are amazing creatures to do all that they do. That week I had sat back and I was just like, man, women are incredible. To nurture a baby, take care of the babies, take care of their man, take care of their household.
To have the baby.
And still take care of themselves. And still have to find time to take care of themselves and be happy and put on a smile. Man, women are.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes I always say, women are super women.
Oh,
bro.
for sure.
100%. You gotta be happy. You gotta cook. You gotta clean. You gotta take care of newborn. You gotta take care of 5-year-old. You gotta do this, do that. You gotta be a sister. You gotta be a daughter. You gotta be a daughter-in-law. You gotta be a grandkid. There's so much things in one person. There's so much things that one person has to do.
Not to mention y'all bleed out your vagina every month.
There's so much things that one woman takes. takes on.
Yeah, like that, man, I swear, like that week really gave me a whole new outlook on women and single mothers, like, you know, and single fathers, just being a single parent, period, because, man, it was difficult. It's way, you think like, okay, like, you know, it's you just take care of your baby, but we're so used to having each other, like, okay, you get him a bottle this time, okay, you change him this time. So to have him for a whole week by myself, because, you know, you couldn't get next to him because you were sick, I was like, yo, this is a lot. So shout out to all the single parents out there, mothers and fathers, man. It's hard raising a child by yourself, man. Even like,
not for me, but for him, yeah.
Well, she's a woman, man. I think women just had that touch, and then too, like, I'm trying to make him stop crying. I'm just like, yo, then if I was to give him to his mama, he just cuddle right up with his mama, feel his mama, and just be like content. And I couldn't give him that.
Yeah, like I would come when I was sick. I would come to the hallway and just be like, "Baby, why is my baby crying?" And he'll just stop crying. Like, yeah, as soon as he heard me, it was just, yeah.
It's so crazy how, like, a baby really needs their mama.
That's my
like,
baby.
It's just so crazy. Nature is crazy, but yeah. Having said that, y'all, I hope you enjoyed this mukbang. I know we was on tangents, going all over the place, and
I know we were all over the place because I sure was eating for a minute and not talking, but.
But yeah, I really don't know how people do mukbangs. For real, I don't know how you're supposed to eat and talk at the same time. I guess I'm not a multitasker in that aspect, but
maybe it's just because we didn't eat all day.
Probably.
You know, maybe if we had ate earlier and then ate again right now,
right,
we probably would have been, you know. Yeah, but we haven't ate all day.
But yeah, you guys, I hope that you guys have found the advice that we have given you guys a little bit useful. I hope some people can take some of the gems that we, you know, was giving out and implement them into their life and do better. But yeah, man, it's getting late. It's already 8 o'clock. We've been working all day. We've been social media out all day, taking pictures, TikToks. We got to do another look for you. So it's just a lot of work going on. Omari's gonna wake up any minute now. I'm trying to go take your pictures so that you can, before he wakes up, because it's gonna be a wrap. So we got a lot to take care of, y'all, but we appreciate y'all. We love y'all so much. We got so much more coming, and like I said, we're moving. We got businesses about to get started. 2023 is about to be our year. We're about to start monetizing off YouTube. We are about to start monetizing off YouTube, y'all. That is so big. That is such an accomplishment for us, and I'm just so happy and thankful and grateful.
Excited, super excited.
For all of the viewers, for everybody who has liked, who has left a comment, who has watched our videos.
Who has turned on their post notification bell.
Yes, please make sure y'all turn on that post notification bell, because we still have to post it on our social media, which we're going to always do. But the videos don't go super, super crazy until we post them. So that means a lot of people don't have their notifications on. Yeah. Please turn on your notifications, y'all. Please, please, please turn on those notifications. That would help us greatly. And just continue to share all of our content. Please, please, please. And shout out to the haters too, man, because I know a lot of you people who claim to not like us are watching this video right now and watching every single step and everything we post, everything we do. They claim to not like us, but they find themselves in a quiet place watching our YouTube videos all the time. I'm sure, you know, we making y'all mad and mad and mad, but y'all continue to tune in. So I love y'all too, man. God bless you. And continue to run it up, y'all. We almost there, man. We almost there. But yeah, man, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all.